Welcome back to Trails, Tales and Fails, the podcast where we dive into the highs, lows, and the wonderfully chaotic moments that make ultra running what it is. Now, today, Sarah and myself are joined by Josie Kaufmann and Michael Canil, a husband and wife duo who, alongside raising young children and recently relocating from Australia to rural France, have just taken on one of the toughest endurance events in the world. Marathon des Sables, often referred to as the toughest foot race on Earth. MDS is a self-sufficient, multi-stage ultramarathon across the Sahara Desert, and this year marked its 40th edition. Now, it's a race that tests not just your fitness, but your planning, your resilience, and your ability to keep moving forward when things get properly uncomfortable. But this isn't just a story about racing across the desert. This is about balancing family life, a major international move, and the realities of training for something as demanding as MDS, and then choosing to take it on together. So full disclosure, I have been working with Josie on her training leading into this, so it will be really interesting to hear how that's translated out there into that environment of MDS, especially as this was her first real step into endurance events. I only finished a week ago and I haven't really had time to have a proper catch up with her yet, so I'm really looking forward to hearing how it all went. So Michael, on the other hand, comes from a strong triathlon background, having completed multiple Ironman races. So we've got two very different journeys coming into the same start line. In this episode, we'll get into what that journey looked like, how they approached training with everything else going on, and how they managed the logistics of a multi-stage race, and what it's like sharing that kind of experience as a couple. We'll dive into the race itself, the highs, the low points, and how they supported each other along the way, and what it taught them about resilience, pacing, mindset in a seriously extreme environment. And of course, we've got our usual mix of icebreakers, truth or lie, and quick fire to finish. For coaching inquiries, head over to my website or Instagram, which you'll see in the show notes. And if you enjoyed the podcast, please share with your friends and give us a rating. Hope you enjoy. Hello, Josie and Michael. How are you? Congratulations on your MDS finishes. How are you feeling?
I'm good, thank you. I feel amazing. It still doesn't feel real that we did this epic adventure. There are days where I'm like, oh my God, did I really do this? And days that I just can't believe I finished. It just feels like it was a dream because it took quite a long time to get through it. But yeah, now I'm back at home.
You're back and it's suddenly straight in with the kids, the washing, turning things around, making stuff, blah, 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 blah.
It's all back to the same routine, but I like the routine. I couldn't wait to get home and see my kids. Like it was.
Sarah
I think it's a mixed feeling between like being very tired of the race and also the travel and all that, and going straight back into our daily lives. And
I didn't really feel like we had any downtime.
No downtime.
We left it to the last minute to go to the MDS.
Yeah. And then the other feeling is like we're on this little cloud, like very high. Like you finished one of the longest race you can find. So you think about it quite often. So it's that.
This is the only thing I want to talk about when I'm at work. I'm like, I don't even want to talk about work.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But it's good though. It's good. Like I think one of the things you said, like you can get straight back into the normal routine of life, and Sarah goes and does 100 miles, and everyone's like, "So what did you do the day after?" She's like, "I did washing. I made dinner. I did this. I did that." And I think Sarah is probably one of many people who are possibly guilty of like not taking enough time to enjoy and celebrate what they've done. Like, it doesn't have to be a podium or a quick time. It can just literally be just achieving something amazing. So the fact that you're wanting to talk about it, I think is awesome, because I don't think people do give that enough time.
Yeah, that's true. Like I just still can't believe it's real. Like you've seen my journey, Max. Like you're my coach, and like I was saying just the other day, I'm like, I don't know why I ever thought I could do this. Like I've done it, and I'm so proud of myself. But I'm just like, who would in their right mind think that they can just do 270 kilometers, like coming from nothing?
I must say it was really special. Like Max was like obviously checking in on both of you through the whole journey, and it was like but just the whole your journey and being out there together, and then Max checking in, and then I'm on the sidelines going, how's she getting on? How are they getting on? Any updates? So yeah,
I probably wasn't moving very fast, but I was saying to Michael, like so many times, do you think Max is watching me? Do you think he's
I can assure you he was dot watching. He loves a little dot watch, and he was checking in a lot. And then there was like, because there's the two, I know we're getting to it a bit later, but I think there's one day where it's like a really long day. Is that right? Like, and on that day, that day was like hyper dot watching. That was like more so than ever,
really?
wasn't it? And
anyway. I mean, that makes me feel good.
We can get into that in a bit. I mean, but yeah, I definitely was like, where are they? Are they still going to be together? Will they have had an argument? Will one have walked off? Will one be 20 years ahead of the other?
Because that's how we would have been.
Yeah, but we can get into all of that. But first of all, we always do an icebreaker.
Okay.
So normally it is.
We did that already, but okay.
So normally it's a celebrity pacer, but this time we've gone for something slightly different.
Yeah, I like what you've done here, Max. So, if you could have anyone join your tent at MDS for the week, who are you picking and why?
As a celebrity.
Does it have to be a celebrity? Okay. I actually had.
Yeah, I have one.
Oh, yes. I think I know who you have.
No, I don't think you do.
Oh, really?
I don't think you know this person, but.
Well, if it has to be a celebrity,
a celebrity like in sport too, right?
Yeah,
no.
anything.
Yeah.
It has to be in sport.
No,
any.
Okay. I think Jennifer Lawrence. I think that's her name.
Yeah.
She's in the Hunger Games. I've just seen her on so many, not ads, but just so many snippets on social media, and I think she has a really good sense of humor. She's always quite funny and just really lighthearted, and I like that. I think she would be really fun.
She'd bring some humor after a long day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I've never seen the Hunger Games, so I'm not really that familiar with who she is.
Well, but Hunger Games aside, I've just seen her on lots of little snippets, and I just think she's just a very down-to-earth, normal celebrity person.
I thought you were going to say Harry Styles, because there was this April Fool's Day where they said Harry Styles is doing the MDS, which everyone on the bivouac was saying like, is Harry Styles here? Is Harry Styles here?
I was one of those people.
Yes. But no,
I
was not
too,
there.
to be fair.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, Harry Styles. Michael, who would yours be?
Well, I can only pick one or two.
Yeah, if you want to pick two, that's fine.
Because I'm balanced between two, but you might not be surprised. I mean, I don't know if you know these people, but Lionel Sanders.
I'm guessing he's a cyclist or a triathlete.
A triathlete, yes.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah.
And Jan Frodeno.
Oh, he's another one.
He's another one.
I thought you were going to pick Matt.
To be fair, most of the people that we have on, well, a lot of people we have on say they would choose like the top ultra runners. So like we've had Cold in the Water quite a lot of times.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I think that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my triathlon people.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Michael. But I thought we were going to pick one of our very good friends, very, very good friends. His name is Max. Like, we've known him for a
But
very
he's
long
not a
time.
celebrity, so we
He's
can't.
our celebrity.
Yeah, but we can't really pick
Aw.
them for that particular question.
So we lived together for 10 years and we built a house together in Australia.
So tell us about Max.
Max.
Yeah, he's a really good friend. He's like family to us. So
And does he live in France or Australia?
He's French, but he still lives in Australia. Yeah.
Aw.
So they came to Australia together.
Yeah, we came the same day.
What, 20 years ago?
Almost 19 years. No, 19 years ago last month, actually. Yes.
Aw.
So
and have you
yeah,
spoken to him about it? Was he dot watching?
Yes,
well.
so.
Funny story is, I asked him to
Mm.
do the MDS like years ago. I said we should do it together. He was a little bit out of shape and stuff, so I said, let's do it together.
Huh?
And he was like, oh no, not really. So I was like, oh, it would be a great adventure to do it together. Anyway.
Aw.
And then I came along.
Absolutely.
I was like, well, what about me?
So what I'd love to know is, or what the listeners would love to know is, you've already said, Josie, you've sort of come from I know you've like cycled and you've kind of just done general health and fitness, but nothing like mega endurance. So why did you decide to take on MDS?
Honest, I kind of looked back and I went, like, why did I even think that I could do this? This is an insane race. But I think overall, like, I really enjoy walking, so I know that I can walk quite a long distance. I didn't know that I could walk 270 kilometers in 7 days. But I think just the challenge of pushing myself to something that, you know, if these other people can do it, why can't I do it? And I didn't really understand what type of journey this would be, especially with the training and the time that I needed to put in it. And I'm really glad that I did do it. But yeah, just why not? Well, like, honestly, if other people can do it, why can't I?
Yeah.
Like, they came from nothing at one stage.
So was it like a plan that Michael had mentioned it, and then you were like, hey, yeah, no, I'm keen for that? Or
No,
how did that conversation come about?
No,
he watched a documentary, like
I mentioned it years ago with
and
Max.
I knew about
We
it.
knew that the race existed, but it was not on the plan at all. And then there was I was watching Red Rob, the Belgium guy, and he did it last year with his brother. And it was like this is actually, it was a great kind of a documentary, like a great video. And well, like, I watched it and I was like, you should watch it. It's quite emotional. It's quite good. And we watched it together, and
I was like, I could do this. And it was just on our 10-year anniversary, and Michael said, well, tickets are opening in, like, I think a couple of days. And I said, well, let's get a ticket. Let's do this for our 10-year anniversary.
And then I saw the price.
Yeah, we saw the price and we were like, oh gosh,
it's expensive.
So we were like, okay, maybe this is going to be like, we won't do absolutely anything for our 10-year anniversary. We'll just pay for this adventure, and this will be it.
And your 20-year anniversary and your 30-year anniversary as well.
Yeah. So it was definitely a budget, not just the ticket, but everything else that came with it, which I don't know. I don't really think. I think you warned me, Max, but I wasn't really prepared for it. I was like, yeah, that's okay. I'll just buy this, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is really like another budget.
That's up, doesn't it?
It does. I think I stopped putting the prices in my spreadsheet because it got me too depressed. I was like, I can't look at this.
But aside from that, we're really excited about the race.
Yeah, we were very excited. I think
for many reasons.
I was nagging you about it as well, making sure that you were getting your stuff in.
Yes. I was a little bit lacking behind Josie's preps and getting everything ready, but I was training. I've been only been running lately, but So getting ready for that particular race to some extent, but I think we're excited for many reasons. Not only like the race itself, but also having a time together. I think was a thing that was
long overdue.
Yeah, we had the kids. Louis is 5 years old. I think the longest we've been away was just
3 days. For me, 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
So for me, 5 days.
Yeah.
But being together, like just doing our things was I think what
was
something
nice.
special, and doing in Morocco in the desert, and I think I saw it as not really a race, but more an experience for us
You
as a couple.
You weren't racing with me.
That was
realistically.
I was going to say, I was going to ask, was it once you decided to do this together, and as in like to go out and do the event together, was it always the plan to do it together, or did that evolve as the planning went on and the adventure?
I think for me, it was always a plan to do it together, but I always had in the back of my mind that I knew that there would be times where we would need space from each other. And so I was okay if Michael went ahead or behind, but I doubt that. But if he decided he went ahead and kind of not left me, but left me with my own thoughts. But
I did have that as well. We mentioned many times, like we might have had, we might have time when we will need some time, and but actually, like it never really happened. Like it never really crossed my mind to leave you behind at any point.
Yes, you did when you went up a big mountain and you looked down at me and took a video of me struggling.
Yeah, well, I did that so that I could have a nice video and nice photos of you.
And it wasn't a nice one. I was on struggle street.
You can, and you'll be able to reflect on it, Josie, and Michael can say, see, this is what it was like at one stage, but you managed to turn it around and you still managed to finish. So
it was it was like this huge hill, and I looked up, and Michael, it was on sand, and Michael was walking up there like he was just no sticks, no poles, walking on concrete, just and I was there just struggling, and Michael's like, "Come on, it's really beautiful up here."
But that was not the hardest of the race.
That was pretty hard.
That was not the hardest.
Anyway, next is the question.
Yes.
So I want to talk about the race in a minute, but you've said that, like, you know, you went into it and you were like, yeah, why can't I do it? And I think that is an awesome approach, because I think there are loads and loads of people, especially women, who, you know, you look at the start lines of ultras in the UK and it's like 10% of the start lines are women for whatever reason. I mean, like, it's been documented what the reasons are. But just to have like this attitude of, yeah, I've never done anything like this, let's give it a go, I think is awesome. I do think it can sometimes come with a small element of naivety, and like, which I think you've touched on. I think it'd be fair to say. Were there any times where you just thought to yourself, do you know what? I think this is all just too much. I can't do it.
Oh yeah, all the time. Especially because we're in the country, and especially training solo on the weekends, on the long days out, especially when I had that back-to-back session that you had set me up with.
Yeah.
I think after the first day I was like, oh, this is a lot. And I have to do this all over again tomorrow.
Yeah.
And just the mental overload of what am I going to eat? When am I going to eat it? Did I pack enough food? Like, I don't really have any, like, I didn't really have any checkpoints where I can go get some food. And I don't like to loop back. So I just like to do one big loop and then go home. Like that's it. So I think on those back-to-back days, I was really like, what did I sign myself up to? And then also on the days where I didn't get my training in, and I felt really guilty about that, and thinking, if I don't get it in, can I still do it? And that played on my mind a lot. And just the whole navigating my personal life. I want to spend time with my kids. I work full time. We also bought a house. We're trying to renovate it. I want to spend time in the garden. Just trying to fit everything in, and it makes me think, can I really do this?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was always thinking of, how do other people do it? Like, no one ever talks about how do they do it. I know that they struggle, but I just feel like you can't really fit everything in.
Yeah, I can really relate to everything that you said there. But I think when you're on the long runs, I guess the question is, once you're out doing it, do you enjoy the runs once you're out and you got your pack loaded for the loop without going back to the house? Because I'm also the same. Or are you sort of like too busy thinking about what you're missing out on and what has to happen? Like, is that
no?
So when you're out, do you get that buzz and do you get that kick?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I really enjoy it. Maybe not. The winter is pretty harsh here. I'm not really used to the winters here, and especially there was a few days. I think I cut the training sessions short because it was just too cold, and it was snowing, and I was frozen. Like, I think I had about 5 layers on because I was over buying new things. I didn't want to buy any more clothes, so I just kind of wore what I had. Like, I think I had one of my pajama jumpers on because I was just like, I'm cold. I know this is warm. I'll just do a few layers.
Yeah.
But overall, like I look back and I know, like, I was happy with the training. Like, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the time out, and especially now that it's becoming like it's nicer weather, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get back outside. And we're in a new area, and there's like a forest behind here, and it's just really nice.
Amazing.
There's lots of people that go out, so I'm not just solo anymore. So I know that I'll be crossing paths with more people.
Rob, talking about Rob and I, the guy that I often run with, we in the winter months when it's so dark and wet and horrible, we're like, oh, no runners out now, is there, at 5:30 in the morning? And then suddenly now it's like springtime, we're like, oh, morning. Like, sun starts coming out and everyone like pops out of the woodwork.
Yeah. That's us, but we're not really morning people, so you won't be seeing us at 5:30 in the morning.
So, Michael, how did the training change for you? Did it change at all, or did you just carry on mainly with the Ironman or the half Ironman training and the tri training, or did you start shifting it more towards running?
No, I shifted everything towards running, only running. And I didn't have, winter is cold here. I really underestimated doing the training in winter for the NDS. Like, you have to, I think there's the physical aspect where you run in the cold and you get cold, and it's not pleasant. I mean, some people like it, but coming from Australia, like, it's not really pleasant.
Wait. He just wears his shorts and a t-shirt.
I don't
and gloves. So he's not prepared.
I got gloves and the little
the buff.
Yes, the buff. Yeah. But you warm up quickly as well. It's when you start running.
Better run fast.
Yes, but we also have a treadmill, but I don't like doing long session on it. I mean, it's just too long. Like, short session during the week is okay. But there's the cold in itself for training, but also like getting motivation when it's cold and dark out. Like, you have less light. Like, it's dark. When it's cold, there's no motivation. Your body has been like trying to fight the cold, so you've been kind of using a lot of energy. Yeah, but like I always say to my coach is like, starting the training is 50% of the work done, because once you start, then you do your session. It's most of the time it's fine, but it's really like starting the session is one of the hardest. And I found that in winter, when the light is the daylight is not that long and it's cold, it's really hard to find motivation. When you're cold, you don't really want to train. I mean, that's what I found myself. I really underestimated that. Yes.
Did you miss, like, so I'm not a track. I so as a triathlete, did you, although you say you went more in the running, did you miss, because you have such a balance of different things to keep you interested and motivated, did you?
No,
No.
I didn't miss because I don't like swimming. I don't like the cycling.
You don't like cycling? It's like your strongest.
But but I like running. So
I mean, if you don't like
on that front,
66% of the events,
Yeah.
why not just
I
become
You
a
know.
like
runner?
cycling.
no, cycling is
do.
okay, but I do. I'd say 90% of my training on the bicycle indoor. It's just time efficient, and also from an effort point of view, I think it's you get to structure workout and all that. So I really enjoy doing it indoor, and I get to watch my series and movies and stuff. But swimming, I don't like swimming. And swimming in winter, again, like if it's too cold, you don't want to go in the swimming pool when it's cold.
No.
When it's nice and warm outside, yes, but like when it's cold and dark, you don't want to do
No,
that.
fair enough. Oh,
I'm laughing
well.
because he bought this contraption to put in the pool.
I haven't received it yet. It's coming next month now.
I like it how he says he doesn't like these things, but he bought this thing to like, what is it, to create current.
Yes.
To push you back, and like,
Yeah.
so he likes all these gadgets.
Oh,
I'm a triathlete. I love gadgets.
And I have one here who also likes all these gadgets.
The gadgets that we talk about in our little ultra running group it's obscene, the amount of gadgets.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, well, should we start talking about the race?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're both on the start line together with all of your food for your race.
Yes.
What were the emotions?
I think for me, the first day, especially with the music, it's just you're on such a high, and then AC/DC comes in, and you're with 1,350 people. I don't know, it just doesn't feel real until you're right in the desert and it's like 40 degrees, and it definitely feels real. But it just felt amazing that I was there with Michael. And then I only like that 10 months of training, this was the start of like, let's see what I can do.
Yeah.
So for me, it was a really big high. I think that was the first day, and the last day was for me the highest that I had felt in the whole MDS. There was a lot of lows.
Well, they're important. The lows are important too. That's what makes the high so special. So, so like you're at the start line, you've kicked it off, and it's a multi-stage race, like Max has said. In the first couple of stages, was there anything that sort of surprised you in sort of terms of going, oh gosh, this is a bit more of a challenge, or like?
Yes, absolutely. I think for me, I can just speak about my.
Yeah, go.
For me, there was three stages that was really difficult. So stage 2, 4, and 5. Stage 2, it was very, very hot that day. It was like endless sand dunes, and it just kept going and going. I think it was 43 kilometers. The second day.
Stage 2, 40.
Oh, it was 40. Oh my goodness. It was 40, and I remember at checkpoint 4, we just went back into the sand dunes, and then it was just so hot, and I could just feel myself going into this really dark space that I'd never been before. And I just couldn't get out of it right up until the finish line, and then hours after. And I think that was the hardest part of the entire race. And I remember I was crying. I couldn't stop crying. Like I started crying, and then I'd stop crying again. And I remember you were trying to get me out of it, but you just kind of left me alone. And I remember seeing like there were these people with their kids that they lived somewhere nearby, and they came out, and they were cheering us on. I think there was just the 2 kids.
Yeah, 2 kids.
And I remember thinking I was in such a dark place, and Michael said, "Oh, look, there's a really cute boy there," and I just went, I can't look. and then we're on these salt flats, and then we landed back in those stupid sand
for less 3 kilometers.
and I was like, oh my God, this is never ending. And then the next day, I think a lot of people had complained about the sand dunes. It was just endless sand. And the guy, one of the presenters, had said, this is called the Marathon des Sables. So it's the marathon of sand. It's not marathon of stones or tarmac. It kind of put me back into...
So there will be more sand.
Oh, yeah, he said there will be more sand.
Because people say there will be more sand. Yes, there will be more sand.
It kind of put me back into the perspective of, okay, this is what I signed up for. I didn't sign up for like a road race. And it put me back on track. But geez, it took me a long time to get out of it. And I think that was like, I've never been so dark. And I just went, oh my goodness, how do people do this? Like, I'm not mentally prepared for this. So that was definitely the hardest. And then came stage 3, and it was a lot cooler, and that was really good.
Stage 3 was I think
Yeah.
for me, I think for you was a confidence builder.
Oh, yeah.
A very important stage for Josie to get to the 100K.
Yeah.
Because she had such a horrible day the day before. It was really important for her to feel more confident for the 100K. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And then the 100K definitely scared me. But seeing that we had 40 hours to do it, felt okay.
Until you realize the checkpoint.
I think Michael.
The first few checkpoints.
I think Michael can tell you.
We didn't have a lot of margin, that's for sure. And then it got better.
Got quite bad
when we got through the day. But the start, you can't really just sit there and chill. You have to keep going.
There was no chill time. Definitely no chill time. Because like I wanted to run a small part of it, but I think with the bag being so heavy, I think I had
8.8.
8.8 with no water. And that was just pretty much food and the essentials. There was no luxuries in there.
I hope there's a question about the bag situation.
Yeah.
I've got plenty of stuff to say.
There will be now.
So there was really no running as an option for me because I don't weigh that much, and having pretty much a 10-kilo bag, it's 20% of my body weight. It's quite heavy. And I remember, stage 4. I didn't see it the way you see, like you see it, but I thought I was.
10 kilos is 20%, not 10%.
Sorry, did I say 10%?
Yes.
Oh, it's 20%. I did it I thought I was going okay on the 100, but Michael thought differently because I had a lot of stomach issues. I don't know when, but I had a lot of stomach issues on stage.
From the start, I remember we're in the dark. Yeah, we're in the dark, and at some point, because we already had 2 pit stops, I think we're the last. I think.
Oh, were we?
Right at the start, you haven't even done 2 kilometers where there's nobody behind us.
I think I had a lot of stomach issues from stage 4. I didn't realize from the very beginning. I was probably delirious. And then Michael, you said from state up to. I remember it just took so long to get to checkpoint 6. I think that was 50 kilometers.
Yeah, just over 50.
Oh,
I think
my
52
God.
kilometers.
It's
how I underestimated this.
Like that, it's you sort of you need to keep moving and being as efficient as possible. And I said to you before it, you don't have time to spend an extra 15 minutes here or an extra 20 minutes there. You just need to be efficient. So those.
I remember. I told
those stops can really slow you down. But I
didn't even make it to checkpoints. That's how serious my stomach issues were. I didn't even make it to the checkpoint. I had to go between the checkpoints.
Many times.
This doesn't shock me because I've seen my fair share of
yes,
this. So I'm quite familiar with it. But I think the 100K section took you about 34 hours ish, I think. Obviously you're going to be tired going into that anyway. Did you sleep at all during that period of time, or did you just do it through in a one-hour?
No, I'll let Michael tell this part because I think I was just very out of it.
We did sleep. So
you want to tell when you
got
got the medic as well?
Yes. I wind back a bit. I think there was 11 checkpoints on this stage. Josie was not doing too well until I think it was pretty bad after checkpoint 4.
Yeah.
I saw it condition deteriorating. Like I think she had at least 2 or 3 pit stop before checkpoint 4 for number 2.
Yeah.
And then right after checkpoint 4, we had a quick pit stop there as well. And then straight after, she had to go again. And I was like, I'm sorry to say that, but I looked and I saw that this is not good. Like it's going right through her. Like it's really not good. Like we need to stop somewhere and we need to eat. We need to get some energy back in because otherwise she's not going to finish it. So we had checkpoint 5, but if we were making to checkpoint 5, we only had like maybe 45 minutes before the closing of checkpoint 5. And I checked the time with checkpoint 6. And if we made with our pace to checkpoint 6, we would have had 2.5 hours. So I said to Josie, I said, what we need to do right now is we need to power through checkpoint 5. And we got a nice lemonade, which was nice. They gave us lemonade, so that was a nice little surprise.
Was that lemon or lemonade?
Lemonade. The lemon was before checkpoint 4.
I don't even remember.
And that's another story. Something we in the middle of the course, like just yellow tent.
I think 2 minutes before, Michael went, "Oh, is that a lemonade stand?"
It looks like a lemonade stand, and
as like a joke.
On the desert, is quite. I mean, it's quite flat, but like you might go down for a few meters and you can't see anything ahead of you anymore, and then you go back up, and then you can see. And that was this. I had like maybe I hallucinated. Like I could see like a lemonade stand. That was before checkpoint 4. And actually, there was a lemonade stand, but it's not lemonade, just lemon. They gave lemon.
Oh, that was delicious.
Back to checkpoint 5, there was a lemonade given to us at checkpoint 5, which was really nice. But we powered through. We drank the lemonade. We powered through to the checkpoint 6.
Did I sit down?
We didn't sit down. We need to go.
He made sure I powered through. Did not sit down.
We arrived at checkpoint 6, and I was like, Josie said, I need to lie down. So she.
Oh no, I didn't. I just went.
I need to put my feet up.
Yeah, I went straight through. I didn't collect.
So she was shaking, and straight away, like I started prepping like the stock cube and recovery drink and some food. I was like, you need to eat because if you don't eat, you can't finish it.
I remember I couldn't open my eyes.
So
it was so hard.
So while I was doing that, I got some more water, and I went to see the people helping, the blue jackets, the volunteers.
Yeah.
And another lady, her name is Josephine. We met her before. I said, Josephine, Josephine is not doing too well. She said, okay, I come because she's done it previously. So she came, and we realized like Josie was not doing too well. She was shaking and stuff. So, and I knew that there was the medic as well there with a little bit more material on CP6. It's almost halfway. And I remember the medic saying like halfway through we have a little bit more equipment from a medical point of view. So we called the medic. Emma came. She did the full report: temperature, blood glucose. What else? Blood pressure, temperature, and everything was good. Temperature was a bit high. So I think what Josie was suffering is obviously the heat, the effort, and the body is not that she was really sick, but just the body was not processing the food. Like the food that you eat as well is dry food. It's not particularly, I don't think it's particularly easy to digest or something very enjoyable for the body after all. So the body was not processing it. So anyway,
at this point, I thought I wasn't. I remember thinking I'm not going to make it.
You stopped your watch.
Oh yeah.
So for you, it was like she was finished.
I stopped my watch. I was like, this is finished for me, because I remember going. I didn't collect any water. I just walked straight through, and I took my bag off. I put my feet up on my bag.
You are cold.
And I laid down, and that was the end for me. And I stopped my watch. I was like, this is going to be it, because I was done. And then
Anyway, after some food, after the medic said just have a rest, maybe half an hour. It was like, I remember it was like 9:08 p.m. And I think they were closing it at 11 something. But I was like, if we want to sleep, we need to make it to CP7. So, because that's where we have a little bit more time. If we wait too long here, we won't have time to sleep in the next checkpoint. So when the Emma, the medic said like, sleep a half an hour, I was like, no, we're gone at 9:30. And she looked at me. Like, okay, I'm coming back at 9:30.
He didn't leave me an option. He was really like, we're leaving here at 9:30, and that's it.
But that's what you need. Like I mean, in the moment, that might not have been how you wanted it to be like presented, but like in hindsight, that's what you need, right? Is in like just to be told at that point, that's the plan.
Yeah, but I remember like I remember in my head it was 28 minutes of sleep, and I woke up and Michael said, "Are you awake?" And I said, "Yes." And because he had already prepared me the food, like I had it before. I had food. I had the stock cube drink. That stuff is actually quite good.
I couldn't. I thought it was like BS. Honestly, like they talk to you about these stock cubes. You need to take the stock cubes.
It works.
And it works really well.
And I remember
if you are dehydrated,
energized after. Like I wouldn't say it was, fabulous, but it got me to checkpoint 7, and that was.
But also, I think what is important as well is you need to have a purpose, like an aim. Like it's not just. I mean, you have the aim to finish the race is one thing, but like you take it checkpoint after checkpoint, and I was like, if we want to sleep a bit, like we need to leave now.
That was the driver.
Because otherwise we won't have. If you have less than an hour, you can't really sleep. I mean, and relax and lie down and stuff. Because by the time you take off all your gears, you have to pack everything back. Yeah. So I said, okay, like let's go to checkpoint 7 in the middle of the night. I mean, it was nighttime at that point, and it was more than 10K. It was a long one. It was long. So we got to CP7, and they had soup. They had soup.
Oh my God, I cried when they said, "Would you like some soup?" And I was like,
So we had some soup.
Different than this.
And they had some tents. So I wouldn't say we slept 2 hours. I didn't sleep 2 hours.
We were sleeping on rocks. It was so uncomfortable. And I remember my feet were so swollen. I could feel my toes were swollen, my feet were swollen, and I just said, I can't take my shoes off, because if I take my shoes off, it's game over. So for the 100 kilometers, I did not take my shoes off. I just slept in my shoes.
I took my shoes off.
Yeah, but your feet didn't look like that.
Yeah. I took my shoes off. But so we had those 2 hours pit stop, and then back on the road after that.
After midnight.
Because again, like we didn't have. For me, the plan was to avoid being too close to the cutoff, because once you are too close to the cutoff, if anything happens, you have no time to
buffer.
Yeah, you have no buffer to try to sort yourself out. So I was always trying to have at least an hour buffer, because like in CP6, like if you don't have any buffer, then you're out of the race, and there's no other choice. Like you can't just rest. Like there's no choice. So we said 2 hours. So we stuck to it. A lady because they have some tents, like specific sleeping tents, yellow tents.
Oh, and this was a luxury
for that checkpoint, and the next one as well. So we slept in those tents, and then another lady was like, "Oh, can you wake me up when you leave? Okay, in 2 hours."
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I was just about to get in my tent, and she called me. I was like, "Oh, okay, what's going on?" And she's like, "What time are you leaving?" I'm like, "In about 2 hours." Oh, can you wake me up? Okay, I'll wake you up. So I woke her up as well. She was really happy. And then we went to CP8, where we were also going to sleep 2 hours. So we slept 2 hours there as well. We woke up shortly before 7, around 6 o'clock and something. Time to get ready.
I remember one of the blue jackets that we met at the airport. She came and said hello and wanted to have a little bit of a chit chat. And I remember I was so tired. I just said to her, "I'm so sorry. I can't talk."
Oh.
I felt really bad, and it still kind of is hanging with Mickey. But I was just in no state for any. I think we didn't even talk. We were just in no state for any chit chats.
I talked to her.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That makes me feel a little bit better. But
I said,
remember, I felt so guilty after it.
I said Josie is really, really tired. But yeah, after CP8, look, we had
brushed our teeth.
We brushed our teeth. We had a coffee. I made coffee.
Oh yeah, that's actually one luxury that we took with us that no one in our tent had, was we had a coffee every day.
Did you?
I made yes. We had breakfast. So I made a coffee. We brushed our teeth. We took a nice picture.
Amazing.
And then off we go. We had the last 30K to go for the day. Left at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then we went into a very long 30K.
Yeah, it was quite, and I think the last
into the storm.
10, was it last 10? No, it was the last 5 kilometers.
Last 5 kilometers, we were in the sandstorm.
Yeah, we were in a sandstorm, and it got quite heavy that we couldn't see the flags. They had to
take down the finish.
The finish arch thing, and all the flags,
because otherwise it was flying away.
Yeah.
So me personally was the last 20K were hard. I had enough. Like, that's the first time in the race. I mean, I had ups and downs like everybody, but the last 20K of the long one, for me, that's it. I had enough. I was like, I've seen enough of this race. I had enough.
We saw lots of rocks.
And yeah, it was.
I think for me, it's the rocks. It's the wasteland that does it.
Yes. No, but aside from that, it's just long. It's such long. It's just like never ending. Like you feel like you never.
I've got a question. Do you think you would have felt differently if you ran more of it?
Let's see. I need to do it again to know.
Because I felt like people were like, "Oh, like."
It's a different race.
Hey, especially when he was going up the mountain, like so easily. They were like, "Oh, you need to just leave him," blah 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 blah, like as a joke. And I went, "How can I leave him? I'm making him suffer more than he needs to by like just waiting for me."
But the last 5K in the sandstorm, for me, I wanted to wash myself, clean my clothes, wash myself.
I was talking about that for a while.
And then we arrived at the camp, and it was a sandstorm. So like everybody were under the tent that we have, like, and full of sand. Like you were just lying down, and like within 3 minutes you had sand. You had to cover your face because the sand was going everywhere. So no washing for me that day.
For anyone.
For anybody.
Oh, and going to the bathroom was hilarious because they just have like these shafts, and you're trying to close these curtains, Velcro curtains, going to the bathroom, but you're in the sandstorm, so they're not closing. So everyone's in the toilet, and they're all just flapping open.
But the good thing is, it was on stage 4, which was the 5th day when that happen. Where like at the start, you're like a little bit more private, like. But after 4 or 5 days, you're like, whatever. Like everybody sees you kind of anyway. So like
everyone saw me anyway on stage 4.
Yes, you specifically. Yes, like
pooping everywhere.
Yes, everyone knows Josephine on the course.
You're in good company with that. Don't worry.
But yeah, like the twilight situation with the sandstorm is like
interesting.
On 5, you're like, yeah, whatever. People have seen everybody already do their stuff, so it's no one.
That was very interesting. Like trying to hold everything closed
until you realize it doesn't make any difference, or yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
What was?
But
Okay.
um,
So in camp though, are you? Because where I've got one of my mates did MDS a while ago, and he's still got mates that he met during MDS that he's still in contact with now. Did you manage to connect and meet people that you became close with in camp that you're going to stay in touch with?
Yes.
absolutely, like we had a really good 171.
They do say at the start of the race, you are going to experience something unique. You're going to connect with the people in your tent, like they are your family, and it is true.
Yeah,
it is true. You really connect with them. Yes,
we've made, I think, amazing friends. Like everyone, the 6 other people in our tent they were from New Zealand, from Saudi. One guy had moved to New Zealand, his English background. Other Australians, one guy's also living in Switzerland, he's from New Zealand. And everyone just came from, different walks of life. But it's just amazing that we're all here, for one purpose. And, we all wanted to finish, and we're all cheering. Well, they were cheering us on because we were the last ones all the time. But, we're all
they
cheering.
came to the finish line many times.
Yeah, they came to the finish
Yes,
line. Like, oh my
yes.
God, when I saw them, I started crying. I was like, I can't believe they're here.
A very emotional race, huh?
Yeah.
Like you cry at the start, cry at the finish all the time.
We have a WhatsApp group now, and everyone's talking about the different races that they're going to be doing, and
Yes,
everyone's inviting each other to the races. And I think there's one that they're going to do in South Africa.
yes,
A few people are going from our tent that are going to go to it, the comrades.
Yeah,
yes,
that's the
comrades.
Oh, yeah.
Unless.
That's a mad old event. That one, like
Yeah.
amazing, but just quite out there in terms of like
Oh, is it? I don't really.
the structure of it, and like called different buses and stuff going different paces, and yeah, it just sounds like an amazing event, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
when you say about the support for each other, I always think in ultra running, and I'm not sure if it's the same in triathletes, but there aren't many sports where everyone is championing everybody else as much as they do. Like, see my daughters play hockey, and it's very clear, as in like supporting your team, but you want to win against your position. Wherefore, in ultra running, I find the support of each other, of all just wanting to do the best that they can, and the genuineness of it, I think, is something that I don't see in many other sports. I don't know whether you'd agree or whether you see that in triathlon.
Well, triathlon is very individual sport. I mean, you can be part of a club. I'm not really part of a club. I just train by myself with my coach. I mean, my coach is doing my planning and training and stuff like that. So I don't really have that sense of a club, because when you have the club around, then they can cheer you on and stuff like that. But I think aside from that, like, I mean, triathlon events are really cheerful and everybody is here to support you and stuff like that. But I don't think you connect like.
I think ultra. I feel like I've only done one ultra, and I feel like the way people cheer for you, they really they want you to succeed. No matter what your time is, they want you to succeed. Whereas I think with triathlon, they want you to succeed, but they also want you to, get a better time.
Competitive, but I think trail is also competitive. But I think maybe I'm not really a trail person, so I might not be the best person to talk about that. But triathlon is one day race, even an Ironman. Like you come in the morning and then you finish your race and off you go. Like you leave, you might come back to see the last finishers and cheer them on and stuff like that. But it's one day. If you have a longer race where you end up going over like during the night and so on, you have more time to connect to other people, I think, than triathlon. So when I see what we've done with the MDS, like we were in a tent with other people like we'd never met before. There was this Josephine. I didn't really like her. I liked everybody else. But
we had to sleep next to each other.
And she was snoring
Oh.
You did. I did too.
I wasn't snoring. You were snoring.
You were snoring too.
Dion was snoring.
Yes.
I even bumped him. I felt bad. I thought Michael was snoring, and I woke him up, but it wasn't him. It was someone else.
Oh God. I would
felt bad.
I would
going back connection, like multi-days, being all together, like you also have to carry your own supplies. So if somebody is in the need of something, like we always try to gather stuff for the other people and stuff like that. So you have this camaraderie, like that comes along, that multi-stages, multi-days, that you wouldn't have on. Well, I would not connect with people if I just came in the morning, do my race, and then off you go. I'm at the hotel or my Airbnb at the end of the day. That's for sure.
The setup is definitely lends itself to connecting with people when you're sharing a tent with people over multiple days. And like if you turn up to do a 50k and it's a 50k point to point, you're not going to be connecting with people in the same way if you do you do a 100-miler and you're sort of at the front of the pack, you're not going to really connect with people. You might, but if you're sort of mid to the back of the pack, you can share sort of 20, 30, 40 miles with some people. And like,
that's me.
But also you can't share, I guess with Try and Ironman, it's different because like you can't really be chatting to people when you're in the water or when you're on the bike. And I suppose you probably can on the run, but it's a lot quicker normally for a lot of people than going and running 5 days in the desert or 100k or 100 miles.
And I think we talked about the people within the tent, but you also end up being with the people, and they said at the start as well, you're going to meet the people in the tent and connect, but you're also going to see the people on the course that have the same pace. And every day you see the same people on the course, and you start to talk to them. So you meet, they are not within your tent, and you don't connect the same way, I will say, but you still like, chit chat, and you see them and you cheer them on, and you know how it's going. And you ask how they are going today and all that sort of stuff.
It's a long race, so we always saw every day. We saw this pretty much the same.
Except the last day.
Except the last day, I didn't have stomach problems, so that made us move ahead.
The last day we were with people we
see different people.
There were a few people we knew, but other than that, I think we were a little bit more ahead. So we were with people. I was like, we don't know these people.
But I think the other days that we saw the same people, and you would have a conversation. You either go move forward or backwards, and then a few hours later you'd pick up the conversation again because you just keep seeing the same people. It was nice.
The conversation towards the end of the race always
ended with food.
Yes, always with food.
Spoke a lot about food.
We're gonna eat some pizza, some burgers, and fries when we get home.
What did you have? What was your first meal as soon as you finished?
It was on the bus. It was like some chicken and quinoa and lentils. That was the first thing.
And I didn't get the cakes.
Oh yeah, you didn't get
the cakes.
I was. I know actually. Yeah, I opened my my lunchbox. So as soon as you finish, there's an emotions tent.
Well, you can send a message to.
Send a message pretty much
people
straight away. And then there's the bathrooms, and then there's this water bucket with soap, and you could wash your hands. And I remember that's the very first thing I did. I was like, oh my God, I can wash my hands. And someone else came and I went, you can wash your hands.
Yes.
So silly. But then you get on the bus and, just this comfortable
6 hours.
Well, 6 hours, quite long. But then you get this lunch pack, and it was chicken, lentils, and quinoa. But I remember seeing a cake, and I opened it, and I went, oh my God, that's cake. And I ate it so quickly.
And I didn't have it.
And then I went, oh, Michael, this cake.
I was like, no, not in mine.
He's like, no cake. And I'm like, oh, you can eat your
bad
nuts.
luck, Michael. It was delicious.
Yeah.
It was. They also gave us nuts, and I remember thinking, I don't want to see any more nuts. Like, I'm done with nuts. Like, no, don't even, like, You can have my nuts, Michael.
Yeah, I had the cake.
No.
Yeah.
How
the cake was
was the
so good.
the saucisson situation? Because
Yeah, how
How
was it?
was it,
How was it?
Michael?
Yeah, how was it?
So I
heard someone brought some saucisson.
Yeah, we did. Well, I did.
Yes.
So we got to the first day. We're in the hotel. We just had one large luggage between us. Coming out from bedroom, I see that the bag is open, and I see Michael had opened this big box of lollies that I had brought to share with people in the tent. He's like, "Oh, look what I found!" I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I found some lollies." I'm like, "What are you doing?"
But it was not meant to. I mean, it was meant to be eaten before we start anyway.
Yeah, but to share them,
Yes.
to make friends.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And
you're
then on
such a
another
sweetie.
occasion, come out because we had a bedroom and a lounge room. We were, living in luxury there. Come out, and then here he is cutting the saucisson. What are you doing? That's for the race. That's my food for the race. And he was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yes, that's my food. Stop eating it."
Oh gosh. So did you have your own?
I had extra stuff. Like I brought lots and lots of extras, but he was like, "It's really good." I'm like, "I know it's really good."
And who ate my beef jerky?
Oh, me, I needed it. I needed it. I went, "Do you have some beef jerky?"
I think it's a fair
But
trade.
Yeah.
no, I don't know. But the saucisson was good. Like after all this sweet stuff, I was like, "Oh, I just."
Actually, thinking back, yeah, saucisson is good because
I think for after the race, not during.
yeah, you don't need to have it packed in some plastic, so it end up being lighter. Like you just have your saucisson, you cut it, you eat it.
But I wasn't particularly happy when I saw him eating all my food.
No.
I can imagine.
I would also not have been happy, just FYI.
But you had too much food.
I did bring a lot of food. I brought a lot of extras just in case I wanted to switch things out for options. But one thing I was very, very happy to bring is I brought a real pillow with me for the first 2 days. And I think the first day everyone was giggling at me "Oh, you have a pillow? What do you bring a pillow for?" And I'm like, "Because I need a pillow to sleep. If I'm sleeping in a sleeping bag, I want at least something on my head." And in the end, people were like, "Oh, if you want to get rid of that pillow, I'll take that from you."
Little tip for anyone doing the NDS: take your stuff for the race, but also the first 2 days you can keep whatever. You just have to drop it.
Just donate it after.
Yeah, you just donate it. So we saw a few people with really thick
Mattress. Mattress.
Air mattress, yes,
Yeah.
the really thick one. Josie had her pillow, so you can keep that until the start of the first day. So if you want to be comfy the first few days at the bivouac, which is the camp, I don't know if we say bivouac in English.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been saying bivouac.
The camp, bivouac. So you can be comfy, even when you have to accept that you're gonna ditch it, basically.
Yeah.
So I mean, don't take your Rolex with you, just to be comfy with your Rolex. It's heavy, and you don't want to ditch it behind. But
Mine
leave it behind. But
mine
yeah, once you leave your luggage, you can still have stuff. You just have to accept that once you leave you're on the start line on the first day, then these things will go.
And they'll come and search your tent, and they dig up in the dirt because people bury things in the sand.
Yes.
So they'll come and dig up around to make sure that you haven't hidden anything.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's all quite interesting.
Should we play a quick game of truth or lie?
I love this game. Yes, please.
Okay, we'll play a quick game of truth or lie. I don't know how you've done at your end, whether or not you've done one person's got 2 statements, or whether you've got couple statements.
I had to explain it to Mike.
Josie told me about it
today.
Okay. So, well, you know that it can get quite competitive.
I know it can.
I think
because
Josie,
I've
I won
listened
the
to
last
podcast.
game.
and the one before.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, let's do it then. So, can we have the first statement, please?
Okay.
Well,
Do you want me to go?
you do yours.
Okay. Are we going to do like 3
No.
each?
Yeah, I think you did three each, no?
3 each might be a bit much.
Oh no, it's Michael.
What?
Okay,
We
I know that I've got
his.
2.
We could do 2 each. I think 2 each would be good.
So
Okay.
truth and a lie.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
Yeah, 2
Ah,
each
it
is
doesn't
good.
have to be.
Okay. My first story is the first week you gave me my training plan.
Oh, you might have to speak up a little bit.
Oh, the first week that you gave me my training plan, I was cleaning the house and I vacuumed my toe and I ripped my nail.
Oh. And did you
Yeah.
tell? So I can ask a few questions. If you don't want to answer them, you can say no comment. Did you tell Max that had happened?
No,
No,
Did
this
you
is the first
complete?
time I've
Did
had
you
this.
complete the training plan despite what
I
Max?
did.
I'm
I did.
going true. Like she's wanting to like make a good impression. She's wanting to like
She's
seem
like-
like a good client.
Yeah.
She's like, see, I'm looking entry. If it's a lie, it's a really good lie. It's a really good lie.
I don't know. I think, yeah, I don't think that you would have told me in the first week. I mean, I'm going to go false, but just to be different from Sarah.
No. We've got 2 Michaels too, so go true.
Okay, I'll go true.
Fine.
I think it's believable, and I think that in the first week you would have been like, "Oh my god, I can't tell Max. This looks awful in the
Yeah.
first week."
He's gonna be so cross.
Oh my gosh, don't make me out. Okay, cool. So Michael, can we have a statement from you, please? It could be true or it could be a lie.
But only do 1 each, or we can do 2?
2 each.
2.
Okay. I did the Challenge Roth in 2023, and during the run is like you do. It's a marathon in the end, an Ironman distance, and you do pretty much a half marathon along the canal there. And it was so hot. I was really hot, and you can see the water next to you. So I could not resist. I jumped into the water just to cool myself. Got out, and I got a penalty. 5 minutes, because you are not allowed to go in the canal and just cool yourself down.
2022. So
2023.
2023.
I think Ollie did it in 2023, maybe.
What time of year was it? Just so I can like get the right sort of
Oh,
time.
It was start of July.
It was. I remember it was very hot
It was I think it was 29th of June. It was hot. That day was hot.
because Clem was just a baby.
I don't
I
don't believe this, because
Are you quite a competitive chap?
I'm competitive, yes.
And were you
I'm
competing
competitive.
in this half marathon?
You don't really know where you are, so you just. I had a good run, actually. I had a decent marathon run. I was quite happy with my time.
I reckon you would have known the rules, and I'm going to go no. I think it's false.
Okay, I'm gonna go false too,
Okay,
because I think he's quite competitive. Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
Josie, second statement, please.
When I was 16 years old, I participated in a cross country event.
Oh, hang on, you've gone really quiet again,
Oh.
Josie.
Is it better now if I move in?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was 16 years old, I participated in a cross country and I cheated and I ran across and I finished without doing the whole. I think it was
Josie,
like
you don't
5K.
come across like a little shortcutter. I mean, I've only just met you this evening, but I think you follow the rules. I think. Did you get caught? Sorry.
No.
Josie, if this is true again, I'll be so shocked.
So this could be the first time this has come out.
Yeah, I'm going false.
I'm gonna go true. I think this is
Do
true.
you think?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. Cheat.
Gosh. Right, Michael, you're in.
Okay.
Last one.
Okay. In 2018, I did half Ironman Cairns. That was my first half Ironman, and I collapsed 500 meters from the finish line. Lost consciousness for 30 seconds. Woke up, people around me, ambulance came, ended up in hospital. So race was over for me. But it didn't stop me from coming back to Cairns to do my first full Ironman the year after.
A year after, and you went from half to a full.
Yeah, in between I did other races, but there was like unfinished business in Cairns. I had to go back.
Michael, again, having just met you this evening, you do come across like someone that if you have unfinished business, you need to make sure it's revisited.
Yeah, and I'm going to say true because I've been chatting to Josie for like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 months. So I think it's believable. I think maybe this happens.
Right, we're going to learn a lot about you in the next 4 sentences.
Okay, so really quick, the toenail incident, true or false?
It's true.
Oh,
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
oh my
I couldn't bring myself. I remember when it happened, I was vacuuming my bedroom, and I don't know why, I just vacuumed my toe, and I went, oh my gosh, this is the first week, and how can I tell Max that I've hurt my toe?
I'm very approachable.
It is.
Oh, that's so
It was my big toe as well.
You can run with broken toes.
Horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I break my toes all the time. I keep running. It doesn't stop me. It doesn't.
So, right, next one. Michael, did you jump in the water?
No, I didn't jump in the water. But I thought about it a lot during the run. Yes. And a lot of people thought about it. They were like, oh my God, this water looks so nice.
It was very, very hot that year.
Yeah, it was hot.
Because our daughter was 9 weeks.
This is the deciding one. So this is the one which is going to make one of us win. Josie, cross country. I mean, I'm going to be shocked. Did you cut a corner?
I did.
I mean, I'm shocked, but I've won.
She did. You said false.
I did cut the corner. I did cheat.
You said false.
Gosh, Josie.
I know.
Oh, gosh.
Boo.
I never told anyone. I didn't even know this. I told Michael today because I had to explain to him the truth or lie.
Oh my
and he was
gosh,
like,
I can't believe this has
is
just
this?
come out.
I lost.
Are you still in touch with any of your old school friends? Are you going to get like WhatsApp saying, oh my God, I can't believe you cheated. Last one.
Yeah,
the
it's got to be true.
Collapsing just before the end.
And then going back to do the one.
Yes, true.
Yeah, amazing.
True story.
True.
Which made my first full Ironman even sweeter, I think. Because that's where like I didn't finish the year before, and it made it very, very special to me.
Yeah, amazing.
4 out of 4 for me.
Let's move on quickly.
I think I got 4 out of 4.
I got 4 out of 4. Well, I think we've probably covered most things.
Yeah,
but there's a couple of things that I would like to ask though. So we always ask, what would you say to your younger self? Obviously, we're not going too far back. Before your
we're
first,
not saying don't cheat on
before your first ultra, what advice would you give yourself before signing up to this?
Do it and don't give up.
Yeah.
That's all you say.
Well, what else would I to say?
I've got plenty of things to say to myself. Yes. No, I got a lot of things to say to myself. Yes.
Do it in one sentence.
It's going to be a long sentence, but like I'm going to say MDS because it's the race we've done together is train with your backpack with the weight on it, because I didn't. And after day 2, I couldn't raise my arms anymore.
I told him to wear his backpack.
I did the race. I didn't complain once. But Josie was like, "Oh, are your shoulder hurting?" And I'm like, "Well, they were hurting from kilometer 1. So yes, you train with your backpack with weight, and ideally the weight you're gonna carry on, because running with a backpack full is not easy. I mean, we didn't run, but I was not picturing myself running with that thing on my back. Like, no way. Secondly is
It's kind of full dossier.
yes, I studied. I mean, I've been thinking about it for 270K. So I'm like, oh wow, well, like if I do this again, get a light backpack. Honestly, like think about the thing you're gonna carry on your back, because like mine was 9.9 kg. Like it's not huge, but it's like I will try to aim for 7 kilograms. Like no more than that.
Wait, I swear I sent you a message, Max, saying something about Michael, something about his food, and I was really upset that I wasn't taking my help.
No, but I did not think too much of it. I'm like, okay, there's a pre-made pack for NDS. I'll take this and all that. But like now, really, what can I cut? Like, okay, I need a breakfast, I need a dinner, and in between is just my food for the race. That's it. Like, I don't need more than that. I would probably eat cold. I don't take the little stove, the little things to, the cup and all that stuff. I don't take all this. I will take the minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's just not?
One thing.
You sure it's not
one
just
thing
heavy?
that I do? One thing that I do actually recommend, probably the biggest thing, is do not skimp out on your shoes.
Yes, get the good shoes.
Get the proper shoes. And luckily, Michael and I did, and we did not have 1 grain of sand.
The Salomon Ultra Dust are like, you don't get a grain of sand in your shoes. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah,
and a lot of people got a lot of sand.
Because I know you were a little bit unsure of those just beforehand. But they were really good, were they, the Salomons?
They were incredible.
That's the thing I researched. I said the feet are very important for the race. We need to get the right shoes for the feet.
I was going to go for the gaiters, but Michael was like, no, we're going to do the proper shoes. And I'm so glad we did. They were very expensive, but they, compared to when we went to the medical tent and the things that we saw in there, it was just horrendous. It was a war zone in there with the things that people had going on with their feet.
Compared to triathlon, it's cheap, so.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The things that Michael is buying and looking at.
I was just wondering, though, if Michael's bag was so heavy, because for about 6 months, Josie, you've been saying to me, well, Michael's going to carry this for me, and Michael's going to carry that for me, and Michael's going to carry the other for me. So I just wonder if you just managed to sneak loads of things into his pack without him realising.
I carried a few things, but not a lot, like the stove and things like this, but not a lot. She carried her own bag, which was quite heavy as well.
And Michael doesn't like to throw things away. So in my time of hardship, I was looking through my bag going, I don't need this. I don't need this, and throwing it away. And Michael's like, but he was trying to put it in his bag.
No.
And I'm like, we do not need those pair of pants.
At one checkpoint, you were cutting the tags from your saucisson. And I'm like, is that really the priority right now, to cut the tag from the saucisson? Yes, because I need to get rid of the weight. I'm like, this is a tag, like it's a paper tag from the saucisson. I think
it was heavy.
Heavy. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
But
good shoes and light backpack.
Yeah.
The lightest you can. I cannot insist. For me, it was way too heavy, the backpack. I will go really light. Yes. Maybe next year.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things, isn't it, where when you've got more experience of doing events like that, you feel more
100%.
confident in knowing what you're going to need. But if it's like a first time, you don't have that confidence to know what you're going to need, and you're more likely to be more cautious and take a little bit more than you actually need.
Yes.
And I know that you will probably be doing. I think Josie's already said, Michael, that you've got an Ironman coming up, or an Ironman not too far away.
Yes, I need to start training.
But for both of you, then you've done MDS. Would you consider doing another long multi-day ultra adventure again, or is it too early?
I originally said straight after the MDS, like they asked me, would you do it again? And I think straight after is too extreme. And I just said, absolutely not.
In the bus, they're like, no.
Absolutely not. But now that days have gone by and I reflect back on it, I'm like, what an adventure. So I'm not going to say never. I just don't think like immediately in the next, 3 months. And now I know what to expect from a multi-day ultra. I don't think I would do one again. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
good.
I think now that it's, I think it's been a week. So
yeah,
It's been a week. It's been a week.
It's really, really soon afterwards.
I'm considering doing the MDS next year.
Are you really? Is he actually?
Yeah, he is.
I would like to, but money and stuff and time. But yes, I would like to run it.
What? Not with me? Not walk it with me again?
What you should do?
Discuss that later.
What you should do, Josie, is we've got a friend who's running the full Summer Spine, which is 268 miles, and while he's running the Summer Spine,
no, they're not. Changed it.
What was going to happen is he was running the Summer Spine, and his wife and daughter were going to go on holiday to Rhodes for a week.
That sounds lovely.
That's not happening anymore because he's managed to get them to change the holiday so he can run the Summer Spine and also go to Rhodes.
No, that's not fair.
So it just means that you got one in the bank for when Michael gets back from MDS.
Oh yeah, I definitely will be going on. But you know what? I would actually like to volunteer for the MDS. I think without the volunteers, without the blue jackets who are the volunteers, the orange are the medical team. Like you really can't get through it without them. They are just amazing. That they really pull you through it.
I connected to a few of them as well.
I did see and it's on. So after you guys doing it, I've now started to follow the MDS on Instagram, and there's this man who I actually could get emotional. He had his wedding song playing as she finished the race on the last day. It was just so moving, and like he obviously was volunteering and she was doing it, and it was just like. And it is those little nuggets that just build something quite beautiful, isn't it? Like, It
is. It's like one of our tent mates, his wife, he was there. He had a story as well. It's his second time doing it, and his first time he got to the village but wasn't able to compete. And this time his wife came with him to volunteer to like make sure that he got through it.
Super nice.
And I just felt like she was the mom of the group. Like she was always there at the finish line. And I remember on those really hard stages, even at the checkpoints, like I was just so happy to see her. Everyone's in your corner cheering for you, but I just felt like it just really needed someone that a very familiar face, and they just all pull you through it. It's an amazing feeling.
In my drop bag in this race I did in January, I literally wrote a list of things I needed to do, and one of the things I wrote down was have a hug.
You really need it. It's amazing. Like you just need a hug.
Yeah, you hug a lot of people.
Yeah, it's what all makes it. Yeah,
it's such
all
an
very
emotional.
special.
Well, I know that in French time it's pretty late where you are now, and
Yeah,
I also
sorry.
know that
Oh,
you're
it is.
probably going to be going to Paris tomorrow for work.
Yes.
Oh, I switched out the days.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. I'm
Michael's
going.
going
Perfect.
tomorrow.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
we're nearly done, but we do a quick fire round. So really, really one word or short phrase answers. No big sentences needed. So if we start with Josie and then Michael, Josie, Michael, and we'll just go through the questions. So really quickly, what would be your go-to training snack, Josie?
Oh, maybe the saucy sauce.
Without a label.
Yeah, without the labels. Oh, I don't know. I have so many. I have the
No
Haribo
pressure on the
lollies.
quick fire aspect of the round.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I have
Saucy
the
sauce.
Haribo lollies, and I have the saucisson, and I have the
Cortex is doing the
dates.
race.
I eat so many. I'm a big snacker. That's
Okay.
why my bag was so heavy.
Michael,
Please
go.
don't ask me this.
Just a gel.
Just a
Oh yeah,
gel.
you're boring.
Just
Done.
standard triathlon.
I'm a gel guy. I try many things. For me, the gel is the one that
That's a
give me a
triathlete
boost.
right there.
Yeah, as a triathlete.
Dream race or location if you were to do another multi-day or ultra.
Oh,
I mean, I know you might
I
not know
don't
all the
know.
races, so I was thinking,
I
what would be a
don't.
location
Oh,
that
location.
you would think would be an amazing place to do one?
Oh, you go first, Michael. I need to think about this one.
Well, for me, I have one on my bucket list, but it's a triathlon one. It's
Kona?
Cozumel, Ironman Cozumel. No, Kona, I'm not good enough to go to Kona. Not yet. Maybe when I get older, I don't know. But Cozumel, Mexico. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I talk a lot about it. Even during the MDS, a few triathletes were talking about it.
Like little drop in,
know,
Josie, little Mexico trip.
What about you, Jason?
I know. I've already thought about that. Oh, I don't know any of the races. I just feel like every time we're going to a location for a race, I'm like, oh, it's a holiday mode for me. So I think maybe down, I don't know, in Spain. Spain's always so lovely.
Fine.
Okay,
One of
so
those.
Spain. What was the bit of kit that you swore by MDS? I think I probably know the answer because I think you probably touched on it.
Oh yeah, shoes. I
Shoes.
think for me,
Yeah,
it's
Michael.
shoes.
What about you?
Shoes.
Shoes, Salomon.
Shoes.
Shoes.
So I don't know if you had this in your adventure, and MDS or training. So in your training, would you train with music, a podcast, or silence?
For me, it's an audiobook and a podcast. I can give up the music. I like music, but because if I'm training for a long period of time, I need something, a story behind it.
How about you,
Music
Michael?
not allowed in triathlon, so no music for me. I'm used to not do any music. I meditate when I train. I just think about my stuff. I don't know, life and
done that one.
Yeah.
What would be your favorite post event or long training run meal?
Oh, I think a burger.
A burger, yeah, that's a great shout. That's what I would go for. Burger or pizza?
really.
What about you, Michael? You just done an Ironman. What's the favorite? I mean, mine wouldn't be chicken and quinoa.
French fries with burger.
Yeah, solid.
And finally, if
Yes.
you could race in one weather forever, rhyming, is it going to be hot or cold?
Hot.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
I think around 17 degrees and sunny.
Not specific, but
Well, 17 is not hot. It's not cold. Yeah.
It's refreshing.
We both said hot and hot. Like we went to do to the Sahara to do the MDA. So I think it suits. Yeah.
Yeah,
But we talked to a guy who did the race. There were only 20-something people. The
18. It was 18.
18 people. It's in Arctic.
Some
six.
Spine.
Spine Arctic.
Yes.
It was It was something crazy. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. So it's
And it's cold.
a
It's really
variation
cold.
of the race that Sarah did in January. They also do an Arctic version where they go up to the north, towards the North Pole, and it's something mad. And they have to drag sleds, and
he came second.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
but it's an old army guy, but
He's not old. He's actually quite
not old.
young.
He's not old. He's our age probably. But I mean, he used to be in the army. But the thing as well, he said like people lost their toes and their fingers and so on. Like, well, you go to a hot race, okay, you can get you can overheat and all that, heat stroke and all that stuff. Yes, but like, okay, you get overeat, you might get a few damages on your liver and stuff like that, but it's okay. It can regenerate, right? But like your finger doesn't grow back.
Yeah.
So like, and he said everything you do is hard. Like the fabric is hard. Everything. It's really, really difficult to have like 3 different gloves. Like, it was interesting to hear him about it.
And then you have the whole issue with what happens if you get wet.
Well, no, that's not on here.
Yeah.
This is cold or hot.
Yeah.
But now I might now that I would have said cold until hearing about Michael and his friend losing fingers and toes. So I might now change to hot.
What's the race? What race are you doing next year, Sarah?
One that's going to be in the depths of winter.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Anyway, there we go. Oh no, yeah. Well, we'll see.
It's not really out there yet, is it?
No. Anyway, it has been so much fun talking to you. Thank you so much, and congratulations! Like, one, to have done it together, and such a team, and for you to have completed one of the hardest things, perhaps. In terms of events, it's just memories you'll have made forever. So well done.
Yeah, and I always said as well, because I know that you did feel guilt with like getting out and doing the training, and I said to you, and we have the same in this household, it is also something that when your kids are old enough to appreciate what you've done, they will look up to, both of you with the Ironman, but also MDS, both of you, and they will be like, wow, like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome. And it's it's pretty good modeling, and it's good role modeling, isn't it?
Yeah. So big congrats.
Yeah. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
we had a great time.
Max,
thank you for having us.
Max, we're getting you back to training pretty quick, I'm sure. So watch out.
No.
Yes.
No.
I think I received something already. I didn't look though.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And on that note.
Yeah, on that note. Ha ha ha. Bye. Great chatting. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye.